What's up, y'all? It's Brandon from LSU Gaming, and, well, if you're watching this one right after the last one, you might notice that, the floor's not welded up, everything else is not welded up. Yeah, that's because I haven't actually gotten much of a chance to, play this game in the last month. Been moving and such, so I'm gonna be, working on that throughout this episode and kind of show you guys the progress as I go. But I also rewatched the end of the last episode, and I have been kicking myself for it, for something I said there, which is I'm going to spend an episode welding, when one of the things that I've been trying to do recently, at least as far as the series goes, is cut down on the amount of welding and other, like, really just not interesting things I show. So the promise that I was going to spend an entire episode welding kind of makes me sound like I promised a boring video. So I'm going to actually do that off camera, get this welded up, and then we'll actually get into a couple of other little projects around here, the things that I've been putting off for a while. So what I'm actually going to be doing this episode is, if we can get up here for a moment. Letters are so freaking slow. What I'm actually going to be doing this episode is a combination of putting some armor on the miner, finishing up the miner itself, since we have some cargo space down there now, so we can, you know, take in larger loads. And then I'm also going to be welding that up sort of in the background, but I'm also going to finally fix the Hoplon, because every time I get in this thing, I say it's so sad and I want to do something about it, but I never actually do, so that changes today. Also, we got to get this thing in a parking spot pretty soon, I think. How you doing on power, buddy? Need a HUD for that. 11 hours. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so 11 hours on this thing. Yeah, should be fine for a little bit, but gotta get that going sooner than later. It's only probably gonna be a couple of corners. Anyway. I'm gonna do... You know what, instead of talking about it, I'm just gonna get to it. So, there is gonna be a bit of a cut here while I go and get some iron, get that processed up, get it turned into steel plates, but I'll be back when we can start working on the armor design for the miner and the final functional components. Alright, and we are back. So, I got all, well, not all the refineries. I got two of the refineries welded up. These are the two generic, they'll refine anything refineries, so they're kind of the most important at the moment. And I also actually turned off the two basic refineries over here, as well as the assembler over here, so that I wouldn't, well, I want to be using those refineries just because they give me a lot more materials per ore, so I don't want to use these at all, and I'll probably like get rid of them pretty soon. And this assembler over here is now outdated because I have two full-size and fully upgraded assemblers. Well, fully upgraded with power efficiency modules, kind of like I need to do to these refineries before too long, but I think I'm gonna leave it for now. So yeah, main production is online. It is obviously not complete, and I'm gonna put another stack of assemblers as well, but it is there. So the next thing on my list is to get the miner designed a little bit more. So let's just head on up here and check it out. So I need to get a drill on this side, and if I walk under here, a drill on this side. That's honestly, that's not even really much of a question. That was always the plan, so I can start there. And then what I realized a bit later on is that I can also attach another set of drills going sideways here instead of coming out. Let's just get a crosshair. I can attach another set of drills to this conveyor port right here, and the other one on the other side, going sideways, which would make it a lot easier to like turn left and drill. which means all of this area is now available, which brings up the question of what do I even want to do with it? Let's see. So turning is fine. I need more sideways thrust. So I should probably turn this into a bank of sideways thrusters. Probably to replace these, because I have no idea how I'm going to make them look good in the final design. And that is going to probably start out like down at this level. And then I can do 3 across. No problem. And then might do something a little bit different here to sort of tie in that thruster. But let's grab some iron plates, because of course I came up unprepared. Why would I ever come up prepared? And go from there. Not iron plates, steel plates. That's my bad. Do I have? Yeah, I got a couple hundred. Should be okay. All right. So, what I was thinking about is sort of tie this bit in, or I should say this thruster in, was, I think it'd be over in this one, using the half slope inverted light armor blocks. Then the light armor slope 2x1x1 tips there. And then for these sections, just doing something like this. It's pretty simplistic, but I think it'll work out okay. And then it would just be 3 sideways thrusters up there. And we can have something coming around this side to sort of wrap into the side of this thruster here. So let's see if we can get our 3 sideways thrusters at least online. Do I still have them on my hotbar? It does not look like it. I need to clear this thing off anyway, so spotlight, I'm actually gonna need to keep that on there. That one's fine. Let's go ahead. Let's clear 3 off. And 4. Not doing fancy catwalk stuff at the moment. My gosh. Alright. Thruster. Give me that. I wonder how you look. Ooh, that would actually probably look a little bit better because it doesn't have the gaps there. I'm liking it. Let's go with that. So drop 3 down, and let's get them constructed. Okay, so now that I have those built up, I think they're going to look okay in that configuration. I'm not happy about how I tied in these reverse thrusters here, so I might have to find another solution for that. But in any case, let's get the drill up. Hoping I still have some steel plates. Yes, I do. Which direction? I think those drills are. You know what? Let's make sure those drills are facing the right way. Or at least a way. Just an OCD thing. I like my drills to all be facing the same direction. Or at least as close to it as I can. So there we go. 2 more drills. Let's go ahead and get these things built up, and I'll come back when I'm done. Okay, so now that I have those built up, I think they are going to look okay in that configuration. I'm not happy about how I tied in these reverse thrusters here, so I might have to find another solution for that. But in any case, let's get the drill up. Hoping I still have some steel plates. Yes, I do. Which direction? I think those drills are. You know what? Let's make sure those drills are facing the right way. Or at least a way. Just an OCD thing. I like my drills to all be facing the same direction. Or at least as close to it as I can. So... there we go. 2 more drills. And this is what I was talking about with the sideways drills here. They'll connect up like so. And they'll be able to, well, extend the, I guess, radius of where I'm drilling? Is a decent way to put it? Anyway. Let's go ahead and get these things built up, and, I'll come back when I'm done. Okay, so, to be totally honest, I can't see what this looks like from this angle, so I'm gonna have to hop in. And, I would say pretty funky. Pretty funky is how it's looking. Especially those drills hanging out on the side. However, I am kind of happy that the 4 wide drills do look okay where they are. It's functional, I guess. It's not really pretty, but it is functional. So, now let's see what we can possibly do about the top, and I guess I should get these thrusters welded up over here, or at least I keep them placed down. So even though I wasn't happy with it, I'm gonna go ahead and mirror what I did on the other side just so it looks the same. I don't know, it might grow on me, we'll have to see. And then once again, get that welded up. And I guess come back when I'm done again. Because the welding part is not the interesting part. Okay, so those are now all operational, and I guess this is giving me a better idea of things I could do with the design that I didn't think about before. Because again, I'm not really happy with these drills on the sides. From a utility perspective, absolutely amazing. It'll be a lot easier to drill, you know, when turning left and right. From a design perspective, I can use this space. I can move these big old thrusters from the back to the front, and they'd be a lot more useful there. Well, I should say they'll be taking up a lot less room there, and I'll be able to integrate them a little bit better, I believe. Or I can use this space for reversing thrusters. You know, maybe some decent-sized reversing thrusters that would let me drill straight down instead of, and you know, maybe not have to worry about tilting down so much. Let's why don't we hop inside and see how it works though. Let's take it off the charge, turn on thrusters, and unlock. This is the most functional looking thing I think I've ever built, and I hate it. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take those drills off and probably put armor there. instead, because I'm just not happy with them. And unfortunately, I don't think I'll be happy with the other drills either. But oh no. Oh, this is bad. Come on. Okay. Sometimes I forget I have the jetpack, or I don't have a jetpack. Okay. Whoa, hello, I'm actually on top. So I can actually do a bit of my design work up here. Do I have? I got steel plates. I think I think I can do this. Cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and I think I'm going to do something a little bit different with this bit right here. And instead go with a 45-degree slope up, like so. Just for something a little bit different. Let's see how this looks. It looks like something. Dang it. Alright, I'm gonna bring this thing down to ground level so I can actually like hop on top of it. Because this is ridiculous. Can I get back on there? Nope, gotta use a Hoplon. Alright, come on, buddy. No worry, you'll begin your facelift soon. Okay. There's that. Okay. Back on top. Let's get the other side at least mirrored up. Cool. Alright, so those should be good. If I want to try to slim this miner down, I probably could. I don't really want to move these big ol' thrusters at the moment. Just because that's going to be a bit of a pain, especially with all the motors. Like, I can get motors right now, but my ability to get the motors is based on this miner that I'm currently working on, so I prefer to not mess up my ability to get motors while I'm in the process of, you know, working on the thing. Well, yeah, working on the thing that gets me the motors. Or the nickel, I should say, but this has got to go. And so does this. Okay, am I any happier about the shape now? Or does it just scream a little bit too functional? I'm actually very happy with that, with those side thruster pieces. I'm really happy with that. But the drills I am less sold on than I wish I was. Also, why is my O2 low in here? So my oxygen tank is empty. Turn on the air vent. What? Okay. There we go. Alright, so let's get the air vent on my hotbar. Okay. That should at least, you know, fill it up. Okay. So let's see. What else do I need? Actually, I'm not super upset about, I think I'm gonna keep those big old thrusters back there. Like the thin shape with the cockpit, I think is actually working for me. I do, however, need to find a better way to tie in those drills. I have experimented with putting some drills below the plane of like the primary drills, and it works pretty well for strip mining, I found. But I'm not sure. I don't think that works in this design. And yes, I know I did a whole tutorial about building atmospheric miners and such. The difference between this one and that one is this one I don't get to do all the behind the scenes stuff behind the scenes and like all little iterations and such. Those I actually have to do with you guys because that's kind of the point of this series, to show you guys space engineers. Hold the phone. Could I put my reverse thrusters here? Like right here. They would have their two spots for that, yeah. I could only put one though. However, that is an extra one that I can have. So it might be worth it. Let's see, where else could I put them? This needs a tie-in. This right here needs a tie-in bad. So I'm gonna go with a simple, yeah, I know, abstraction. Just simple slope out like that. And get back on the wheel. Back over here, and yeah, I think that actually works. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So there we go. Actually, that is kind of looking pretty cool. I wonder, could I tie in this existing thruster with maybe some downward thrusters here? So downward thrusters, I'm only gonna put like one in here, like right here. And the reason I put them in builds like this is because, here, I think I explained this in my tutorial series, but these three giant thrusters, when this thing is unloaded, provide so much thrust going up. It's really not even funny. Like it can actually damage the ship if like there's something above it or I didn't expect it to go up that fast. So having downward thrusters, I found, kind of dampens that, and honestly, I do kind of like it. It is not necessary by any means, but it does have a utility, and I like that utility. So, without jumping back up, actually no, let's go ahead and at least get those welded up, or at least get the things, at least get the parts started. That's all I got. Cool. I am probably gonna put on Izzy's inventory manager, if I can. Come on. I'm probably gonna put on Izzy's inventory manager on this thing before too long, just to have some auto crafting going. But alright. But I'm not quite at the stage where I need to do that. Alright, so I am definitely going to want to change these out for the sci-fis at some point. That point is not now. Right now, I'm actually just continuing the shape I started. Like so. And I'm thinking I might be able to keep these and the new ones, and it might work out okay. And I should have extra battery power since I won't be using all of the upward thrust, since I'll have fewer drills than I originally planned for. So, should be fine? We'll see. I could probably math it out, but, you know, right now I'm not worrying about it. Worst case scenario, I, you know, take out one of these things and put in a reverse thruster right here. Maybe two, whatever I have to do. But should be fine. Alright. Now for the back. Assuming I want to keep this bit, if I do another simple little tie-in, like that, and mirror that up, honestly should go a long way to making it look less like just a whole bunch of parts slapped together and more like an actual ship. I could actually probably do exactly the same thing like right here. Now for the question, do I want to put... Stop it, I'm not painting yet. Do I want to put some more reverse or more forward thrusters down here instead of up here? And I think my answer is yes. I think yes. I never welded those up, but that should look a little bit better, I think. Yeah, let's roll with this. Alright, I guess we're tipping backwards. That's fair. Cool, I can access those. I'm gonna need to do something on the front, but for now let's get those thrusters welded up. And I will be back. Alright, so we got the ones on the sides. Components for the back two are being produced as we speak. So now I'm looking at this bit up here and wondering what I can do with that. I'm thinking maybe this slope right here might be alright. Let's go back down to here. Do a tip. Yeah, it's not bad. Actually, kind of looks cool with the thrusters down there and a bit of a difference up top. Okay, I'm liking how this is turning out. Let's go and mirror it up, like so. And one more. There we go. And last one. Oop. There we go. Cool. Alright. I don't think I want another set of forward thrusters up top. It seems like too much from a functional perspective. Like, this thing is already, like, probably way overpowered for what it needs to be forward direction. So, don't necessarily want to overpower it even more. So, I think I'm just going to leave it at 4 forward thrusters. Speaking of thrusters, let's just turn all those off. Cool. Alright, what else? I'm liking how this is coming together so far. I think I'm gonna repeat what I did up there down here. No need to change what works. And mirror that up. Like so. This thing is already starting to look way better. So continuing this sideways line theme, I almost wanted to like bring this 2 out, but I don't think that's actually gonna look good. So instead, to tie in, stop it, tie in the front a little bit better. I'm gonna go with those. Yeah, I think that should work alright. And then for this bottom part down here, I could use plates. I don't really want to. So instead, we're going to go with a couple of these guys right here. And I think I'm just going to go like normal slopes here and here. Alright, cool. It doesn't really have too much of an industrial vibe to it. Like, it's almost got a, almost got like a fighter vibe to it, almost. But I kind of like it. Like, kind of like a space fighter. So yeah, I like it. Alright, so I'm gonna try to tie in these drills. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna take that much to do so. Like, maybe just another 2x1 slope here. No idea how I'm going to tie in these side drills, and again, I might remove them. So, put another set of these in right here. Cool. Honestly, I don't think the bottom back here needs a whole lot. Just to kind of give it a more finished appearance, though. Let's go ahead and do a light armor slope to a light armor slope. And then to the 2x1 slopes on the sides. There we go. So yeah, it kind of makes it feel a little bit more finished. I am going to need to do something about this area here. Actually, no, I don't. Okay. This bit right here, however, I do need to put something to tie it into these thrusters on the sides. So probably just a couple little armor slips like that will work all right. And go and repeat it up. like this. I am still thinking I might remove these, but just as a first iteration of a quote-unquote complete design, I'm mostly just looking for, you know, a little bit of armor shaping and calling it good there. I don't want to spend like 3 episodes on this thing at the moment, because I think most of the early episodes were all spent on this thing. I'm pretty sure from episode 2, maybe through episode 3 or 4. So yeah. Alright, now back to my problem of reverse thrust. I think that's still one of my best spots. Let's go ahead and grab... Stop it. Let's go ahead and grab that thruster again. Yeah, that's actually enough clearance. I would love to put a second one next to it, but that is not going to happen because they'll just start damaging the large cargo container, which is very structural, and if that goes, the whole thing goes, I'm pretty sure. Might be able to put one on top here. Don't know if it'll look good, but I can definitely put it there. Let's give it a shot. Go with the light armor slopes here. And then, on the thruster, it will click in. Gives it a bit of a nose, but 5 reverse thrusters, different locations, I think that'll look just fine. Let's go ahead and get back up here, get back over here. And get those loaded up. Which direction are you facing? I think those are facing forwards. So yeah, let's just get rid of those. Alright, let me get these reverse thrusters welded up, and probably do a little bit of armor shaping back here, and I think call it there. At least for the miner. We're still gonna get to the Hoplon, so I'll be back in just a moment. Cool. Let's hop in, take it up, and see how it feels. There's a lot of thrusters on this thing that aren't turned on. Actually, let's just go sci-fi thrusters, turn you off, and minor thrusters. Tell you all off and on. Cool. Now you're all in the group. I think 5 sideways thrusters is really gonna help. I mean, look at this. We're almost exactly on our sides and not going down. So sweet. Alright. All the armor actually added a little bit of heft to it, which I do like. The gap with the with large cargo container kind of makes it look like it's got a flare, so I should probably tie that in a little bit better. Yeah, it's got a flare on the top and bottom. Yeah, let's fix that up. Let's fix that up, but I think we're getting like super close to a initial design. Alright, so on the bottom here, I'm actually going to go ahead and Yeah, I'm gonna do this line right here, or this little bit right here. It's a little bit too odd. Continue the line? Yeah, continue the lines. One more on the other side. Cool. Then for the top flare, that's not happening. Just go ahead and tilt my nose down so I can get on top. This top flare. Maybe something like this. Half block line. And slope it down back here over the oxygen tank. Why do you not work? Because I was standing there. Yeah, that ought to work. At least well enough. And go back to the whole block. Go back to the slope. Go back to the slope base and the tip. Alright. Let's take it up again and see how she flies. Or looks, in this case. Yeah, I think that ties it in well enough. It's obvious there's a large cargo container there, so again, I have no idea what I could really do with that. Yeah, I think that's about where I'm going to have to leave the design for... No, that is not where you're leaving the design for now. We need some spotlights in here. That is a thing that I was missing sorely. And I have just the place for them. Right behind the cockpit on either side. Alright. That ought to help when I'm doing night runs in this thing and almost crashing. Oh boy. And then for this bit we can just do something like this. Here. And now I'm actually going to call it for this one. All right, so let's go ahead and take it up. And you know what? Dang it. I want to give this thing some paint. Kind of like in the dark and light gray that it's coming out with right now. So let's go with. Now we go into paint. Let's go with dark battered as our base. I'm actually going to go a shade lighter on this one as the armor color. And I'm sure I'm going to miss like a couple of these, but should be okay. Yeah, I can fix it, as I find them. Okay, so it's got a pretty basic black and white paint job right now. Which I don't mind. Again, it's just like, the first time I looked at painting this thing. Or even really thought about this exact set of shapes before. You know what? I thought about a better way to do this, so I don't mind. Wait, seriously? Am I out of... Oh. Not out of plates. I'm in the way. Yeah, I thought about a better way to do this so it doesn't quite stick out as bad. So I don't mind removing this. Otherwise, I'd go grab a paint gun. Again, it's a basic paint job, but I think it'll work well enough for right now. Alright. Let's go ahead and drop this baby back on the pad. Get some charge because it's been hovering for a little bit. And I'll have to come up with a name for this thing soon. No idea what though. Alright. Oxygen tank. It's inputting and outputting at the same rate. It's interesting. Alright. Anyway. That is the miner finally looking some kind of sexy. Now let's sit over here and fix up a Hoplon. Alright. So, both sides are mirrored up except for the last little bit of paint on this side, which I recall is a red stripe along here. Also the triangle. Yep. Then the silver-ish. Well, I think it was silver in the original fancy design, but got changed to not silver later. That line there. And I have absolutely no idea if this thing is even symmetrical at this point. But I think that's fine. I think that kind of fits it. So I guess let's take her for a drive. Do we have a place to drive to? Not really. Ah. Who needs a place to drive? Just watch, I totally wreck it. Nah, I think we should be fine. As both those gyroscopes are on standard controls right now, oh. It's not symmetrical. I see the back now. Silly Brandon. Yeah, I got stuff in my inventory to fix it. Go and put the brake on. Alright. Well, at least almost kind of looking pretty. Or as pretty as it can. Alright. So I think I'm just gonna drive to the nickel mine. Well, my nickel/iron mine. And yeah, just make sure everything, feels good, and it'd be good to go on a longer adventure if we so chose to. Alright. So far feeling okay. I will say it's a bit on the slow side, but that was intentional so that I would stop rolling it over. It is a bit on the top heavy side. And, well, kind of fond of it. I don't want to roll it. Oh yeah. This thing handles the terrain, at least around here, like champ. Alright, cool. Now that that's done, I can finally drive this thing without saying, oh, it looks so sad. I can breathe a little bit easier. Okay, now that that's done, we got the production, at least the main production starting to come online. We got the miner looking some kind of good. I think all that's left is to figure out what we're going to do for next episode, because yeah, priorities have suddenly changed. Not that anything's happened, but I don't want anything to happen. And the priority now kind of needs to be find magnesium. Now, because of scarce resources, there are no magnesium veins anywhere. So magnesium, at least on Earth-like, and I'm kind of lucky for this, is only found in boulders. And it's found in 2 biomes. The forest biome and then the desert biome. So, I'm going to go on a very long trip to find magnesium. And I don't think a small grid rover, like, as much as I love the Hoplon, I don't think a small grid rover is going to do it. It would probably work just fine for, you know, let's take it to the area and then search around the area, as I'm gesturing with my hands like you can see, because I totally have a webcam. But it is not going to work at all for, it's not going to work at all for actually, getting there. Like, I actually took a look at the map just to see how far it was. The closest desert is about 50 kilometers away, and it's basically directly south of us, which, as I recall, is this way. I'm probably wrong about this, but I think it's this way. Through the tallest mountain on Earth-like. Rover ain't cutting it. Rover's just not going to cut it for that trip, so I need a flying vehicle to get me there. The miner's also not going to cut it because the miner is not designed to be long-range and fuel efficient, or I should say energy efficient. It's designed to be short hop from here to there, bare minimum amount of batteries, and that's it. So, instead of a cargo rover, the first thing I might have to build to get magnesium and start to, you know, work on industrial scale loads at a distance might actually be my first large grid ship. It's going to be an airship, so, you know, no surprises there. But that might be what I build next episode, because I have the production to make one. The materials are right over there. Might as well. And while I do have a projection, or I should say a blueprint of a design that I, you know, kind of like, since I'm not going to be designing the giant survival ship with you guys, it might be kind of fun to design and build that ship from scratch. So, that is probably what I'm going to be doing next episode. So, the cargo rover is still a thing that I need, especially just for any kind of large loads of, like, maybe ice from an ice lake or something. But next episode, there's going to be a large grid scout airship. Yeah, I don't want to take the Hoplon with me, but I do want to build a small grid drone, or combat drone. Just something that I can potentially use to fight off, like, you know, a little drone or something. And also to scout ahead. Well, I should say scout around without me having to personally leave the ship. It might just be, you know, like a nice little companion drone to the larger ship. Now, I did consider making my scout ship small grid. And I guess I could still build it small grid, but what's the point of building a large industrial facility if you're not gonna use it. All right, I think that's gonna do it for today. So, with that, if I can remember my outro this time, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss next time when I'm gonna be at least designing, possibly building out completely, a large grid airship. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see y'all later.